What is the mystical meaning of Jewish mikvah? Imagine stepping into a space that feels like more than just a bath. It's a doorway to a new spiritual chapter. The Jewish mikvah is that special place, rich with meaning beyond just getting clean. It symbolizes a process of spiritual renewal, a kind of rebirth that lifts a person from their old state into a higher, purified one. When someone immerses in the mikvah, it's like entering a spiritual womb, where the old self is left behind and a fresh, purified self emerges. The mikvah is about separation and holiness. In Jewish tradition, holiness means being set apart for a divine purpose. The mikvah acts as a boundary between the ordinary and the sacred, helping a person move from ritual impurity to spiritual purity. This transition is often linked to the idea of Havdalah, which marks the separation between sacred time and everyday life. Water in the mikvah is more than just liquid. It's a symbol of life itself. It connects us to the primordial waters of creation and the Garden of Eden. Immersing in the mikvah is like returning to that original state of purity before sin entered the world. It's a moment of spiritual rebirth, where the individual is enveloped in a sacred space, shedding impurities and preparing to embrace a higher spiritual level. In the context of a Jewish wedding, the mikvah takes on even deeper meaning. A bride immerses herself before the wedding day, symbolizing her spiritual readiness and elevation. It marks her transition from being single to becoming part of a sacred union. The mikvah sanctifies this new phase of life, making the marriage a spiritual covenant infused with holiness. Beyond weddings, the mikvah is used in other life moments like conversion. When someone converts to Judaism, the mikvah signifies their rebirth as a fully integrated member of the Jewish community, spiritually cleansed and renewed. Practically, the mikvah encourages mindfulness and reflection. It's a moment to leave behind past impurities, focus on renewal, and prepare for a life filled with spiritual purpose. The act of immersion is simple but powerful, connecting the individual to the flow of life and the divine source. So, the mystical meaning of the mikvah is about purification, rebirth, and rising to a higher spiritual state. It's a sacred ritual that links us to the original waters of creation and marks key life transitions with deep spiritual significance. It's more than just a bath. It's a gateway to a renewed, elevated self.